Blake Shelton shocks viewers with appearance on The Voice. Blake Shelton has shocked viewers with his appearance on The Voice. Blake is known for being a country music star. However, he was on The Voice as a coach for a long time. In fact, he was one of the OGs that stayed the longest. Keep reading to find out more about his shocking appearance on the show. Blake Shelton leaves The Voice after long ride. Blake Shelton was on The Voice for a long time. He was one of the original coaches. However, he decided it was time for him to leave the show after his long ride, even though his wife was a coach last season. Even to the small little things when you go, I think I'll do this, the very next thought is always, well, wait a minute. How's that going work? Or what will they think? Or how will that affect a schedule? I think the only way for me to really do that right is to step away from being committed to something like The Voice that demands a lot of your time, he continued. There's no way around it. If you're going to do it and do it right, you have to be 150% in. And I just feel like those days are behind me for now. I got a more important job. Fans miss Blake. However, they understand why he needed to part ways with the show. Viewers hope to see him back in the future. He shocks viewers with unexpected appearance. Blake Shelton has shocked viewers with his unexpected appearance on season 27 of The Voice. Adam Levine has returned as a coach. However, Blake is not alongside him to make fun of him. Kelsea Ballerini is a new coach and has taken it upon herself to make Blake's voice go into the button on her chair. Blake reads out 4 things to Adam. Adam's a big baby. Adam won't shut up. Adam, you say a lot of stupid stuff. Adam's a crappy coach. It seems that Kelsea is going to use her Blake button quite often. Blake and Adam were always giving each other crap on the show. Now Adam is back and Blake is not a coach. However, he is still hearing things from Blake thanks to Kelsea. Everyone thought this was hilarious and a good way for Kelsea to poke at Adam. What did you think about Kelsea's joke? Were you shocked when you heard it? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Blake Shelton may have stepped away from his iconic red chair on The Voice, but in a jaw-dropping twist that left fans reeling, the country superstar made an unexpected return to the stage he helped define for over a decade. Viewers tuning in to the latest live episode were met not with subtle nostalgia, but with a thunderous roar of surprise and excitement. Blake Shelton was back. The moment was nothing short of electric. A ghost in the red chair. For 23 seasons, Blake Shelton wasn't just a coach on The Voice, he was The Voice. As the winningest coach in the show's history, his larger-than-life personality, southern charm, and quick wit turned him into a fan favorite. So when he announced in 2023 that season 23 would be his last, fans mourned the end of an era. It felt like the heart of the show was walking away. But on Tuesday night, that heart returned. Without any fanfare or promo teases, the red chair slowly spun around during a blind audition to reveal Shelton sitting in all his denim-clad glory, wearing his signature grin, cowboy boots, and a twinkle of mischief in his eye. The audience gasped audibly. Social media exploded. "You thought I was gone for good?" The live studio audience gave him a standing ovation as he casually waved and said, "Y'all thought I was gone for good? Yeah. Just taking a little break." Fellow coaches John Legend, Reba McEntire, Chance the Rapper, and newcomer Dua Lipa were equally shocked, though some more playfully than others. Reba, a longtime friend and fellow country legend, looked genuinely stunned. "Blake, what in the honky-tonk are you doing here?" she asked, half laughing, half shouting across the set. "I missed y'all," Shelton replied, shrugging like it was no big deal. "And I missed this dang chair. A one-night only cameo." The speculation started instantly. Was this a permanent return or just a one-night cameo? According to behind-the-scenes whispers, Shelton's appearance was a carefully guarded secret. Producers reportedly cleared the set before his entrance, and none of the current coaches were told in advance. Their turn was so hush-hush, even the artists auditioning weren't aware the legend might turn for them. Shelton didn't coach an entire team, but he did press the button once, turning for a hopeful young country singer whose style seemed to echo his early days. The contestant, visibly starstruck, had grown up listening to Shelton's music and cited him as a personal hero. When she realized who had turned for her, she broke into tears. "I didn't know you were here. I wouldn't have been able to sing if I'd known," she exclaimed. Well, you nailed it, darling, Shelton said warmly. You just reminded me why I fell in love with this show in the first place. The legacy continues. While the visit was brief, Shelton's impact was once again undeniable. The energy in the room shifted the moment he walked in, reminding fans why he remains such a central figure in The Voice's story. Shelton joined the show in its very first season in 2011 and quickly became its cornerstone. He built not just a legacy of winning with 9 victories under his belt, but a deep rapport with his fellow coaches, especially with Adam Levine, with whom he shared a legendary bromance. Over the years, his playful feuds, emotional investment in contestants, and humorous jabs became a staple of the show. When he left, he said he was ready to spend more time with his wife, Gwen Stefani, and step back from the fast pace of network television. "It's been a hell of a ride," he said in his farewell speech. "But it's time for the cowboy to ride off, for now." Why now? So what brought him back? Sources close to Shelton say he'd been feeling sentimental about the show lately, especially watching the new coaches bring their own styles and ideas. "Blake has always been about heart," said one insider. "He cares deeply about the contestants, the show, and the fans. This was his way of tipping his hat one more time, and fans were quick to return the love." Within minutes of his surprise appearance, Blake is Back was trending on Twitter, with fans posting memes, reaction videos, and emotional messages. "He just is the voice," one fan wrote. "Seeing him in that chair again felt like home. A nod to the past and future." The episode leaned into the moment with a tribute montage later in the night. Highlights from Shelton's best moments, his epic coaching wins, hilarious outtakes, and touching speeches played to thunderous applause. In true voice fashion, the nostalgia was paired with a hopeful note for the future. "I'm proud of what this show has become," Shelton said backstage in a brief interview. "It's evolving, and that's a good thing. But every now and then, the old cowboy's gotta come back and stir the pot." He laughed, but the comment hinted that this might not be his last return. Could there be more? Fans are already speculating whether this surprise appearance is a teaser for something bigger, a guest coaching role perhaps, or a return in a future All-Star season. NBC has yet to confirm any future plans, but one thing is clear: Shelton still has the voice in his blood. And judging by the outpouring of love from fans and fellow coaches, the door is always open. A voice that never leaves. In a television landscape full of ever-changing lineups, Blake Shelton's return served as a powerful reminder of what made The Voice so special to begin with. Beyond the flashy lights and spinning chairs, the show has always been about heart, humor, and finding talent in unexpected places. Shelton embodies all three. Whether this was a fleeting cameo or the beginning of a new chapter, one thing is certain: when Blake Shelton sits in that chair, The Voice feels whole. As the credits rolled and Shelton tipped his cowboy hat one last time, fans around the world were left with one thought: he may not be a full-time coach anymore, but Blake Shelton is still the voice behind The Voice. Let me know if you'd like a shorter version, a more humorous tone, or social media post tie-ins. Beyond the flashy lights and spinning chairs, the show has always been about heart, humor, and finding talent in